evening, Sister Maureen, Sister Regina, Mr. McCardle, faculty, family, and my fellow NHS members. From Luke, Jack, and Kate, we have begun to form the pillars of what it means to be an NHS member. But what leadership, service, and scholarship all have in common is that they all can be traced back, in some way or the other, to the fourth and final pillar of the National Honor Society, character. Now, if I asked everyone in this room what character means to them, they would most likely produce a wide array of answers, as character is a rather loaded word that is often difficult to describe in a few short words. Well, that's my task tonight. To me, the word character is best defined by an old proverb. Character is how you treat those who can do nothing for you, and how you act when no one else is looking. To elaborate, a person of character is honest, genuine, principled, respectful, and above all else, they use their gifts to do real good. A person of character does not follow the crowd or compromise their own beliefs in favor of the easy road. Instead, a person of character stays true to who they are and does what they know to be right, no matter the situation. While what I just said sounds good, the more important question we must ask ourselves is how do we live those words? In my life, I came to know how to live a life of character, not from some famous leader or celebrity, but rather just from an everyday guy, a man named Frank Callaway, who I was lucky enough to call my uncle. Each and every day, it seems like my Uncle Frank pops into my mind, and no matter my mood, the thought always seems, in some way or the other, to manage to pick me up and make me smile. But with this smile also comes a one to relive those football throws on the beach, to cheer on the Eagles, win or lose together again, and most profoundly, a one to feel the happiness that he brought to me every time he was around. To anyone who knew him, they would be the first to tell you that he was an exemplary friend, a joyful person, and a person who connected to just about everybody. In writing this speech, I began to realize why this was. It was because my Uncle Frank was a real testament of character. He always treated everybody the same. He didn't care who you were or what you did for a living. He just always worked to make you feel like you were important and special. And he always stayed true to who he was, no matter the circumstances. His character was never more evident than after his cancer diagnosis, as he never chose to despair or complain for himself. Instead, he kept that same smile on his face and continued to put others before himself during both the good days and the bad days. And ultimately, his treatment of others did not go unnoticed, as on his funeral day, in the midst of the pouring rain, thousands of people from all walks of life arrived to pay my Uncle Frank respect, echoing the same message. I love Frank. He was such a great guy and such a great friend. 1,000 people for a funeral of a guy who by our societal standards wouldn't be considered much of a success. He wasn't wealthy or powerful. He didn't have fancy possessions. In fact, he never held a steady job and didn't even have a college degree. Yet what my Uncle Frank did have was character. A character that made him so influential in the lives of other people that they felt it necessary to pay him respect. And in the end, being remembered by others as a great friend is a far greater achievement than anything else our society calls a success. In closing, I want to say that everybody here tonight is an immensely talented individual deserving of their place in the National Honor Society. But we need to constantly remind ourselves that with this honor comes great responsibility. Regardless of our ability, race, or gender, we must remind ourselves that in the end, we are all judged not by how smart we are, how many awards we win, or numbers like class rank or an SAT score. We are judged by our actions, which, in the end, are the real representation of our character. So my final challenge to both myself and to everyone in this audience is for us to strive to be people who on our funeral days are remembered not as individuals who strive for status or personal success, but as people who work each and every day with one goal in mind, to be a great friend and to have a positive impact on the lives of others. Only when we strive to be remembered like this will we come to know the true meaning of character.